Good evening. It's not often I start a video in the evening, but I've been told it's bike night tonight at Project 83. You may remember that from, it's 1 or 2 years ago when I was last riding over to Cornwall. I stopped off in this biker hangout, north coast of Cornwall, and went in for coffee, did a tour around the place. And that was, I think, if I'm right, fairly early in the business being opened. Since I was last there, they've been doing so well, they've now moved to a bigger premises just on the other side of the road. And tonight, as luck would have it, Thursday evening, it's bike night at Project 83. So I am, of course, going to fire up the Fat Bob, head over. It's a bit further than I thought. It's 1 hour and I aim to be there at about 7 o'clock. So I will be riding there in the daytime and I'll be riding back through the tight winding Cornish lanes. Pitch black, no idea what time, but I mean, any excuse. Can't wait to see the place, proper Cornish biker hangout, see what it's all about. I want to film a bit now and then I'm going to run in for dinner and then bomb off after that. So hence, not yet in my biking gear. A lot of you, I've realised, will probably have no idea at all that I actually own my own motorbike, because it's been now 6 months since I gave my Triumph Bonneville. I own a Triumph Bonneville. It broke down a year ago and I gave it to Joe from the works. This is his YouTube channel. So Joe has had my Triumph Bonneville for 6 months and he has been repairing a bike that was classed by a mechanic really as a write-off. It was so far gone. Joe fancied a big challenge, took it on, and he spent the entire winter taking a bike that was so far gone, a mechanic refused to work on it, to the point where, by the looks of it, it could almost be a show bike. So the big reveal for my Triumph Bonneville is the Tamworth DGR, which is East Birmingham. I'll put all of the details up here. The starting point for the DGR on the 19th of May is East Birmingham Triumph, and the starting time is 9:30. But if you can get there early at 9 o'clock, Joe is doing the big unveiling of my Bonneville, all back to better than new. So if you are available, I would love to see you all there. I'll of course be there. It will be the first time I've seen the bike in about 4 months, and I'm just speechless with excitement. I can't wait. So all of the details there. If you can make it, Tamworth DGR, 9 AM for the unveiling. It would be my pleasure to meet any and all of you there. You know, I did some sums. Well, I did some sums. I tried figuring it out. In the past year, I've done 300 miles on the Bonneville. 300 miles. Right, I'm going to take, I think I'm better take my waterproof some thermals and just attach it to the back of the Harley, because, you know, it's going to be probably fairly cold when I'm heading back. One other thing to mention, you can go and follow Joe's channel because he's doing all the work on the Triumph, but imminently, I think the video may come out a couple of weeks later, but literally within the next few days, he's going to be riding my Triumph Bonneville with Emily all the way over to Wales to give it a proper run out, because it's going to be the first time he will even have started the bike in 6 months since he got it. So even Joe has no real idea if the bike will start, how it will run, if there's any desperate last minute stuff that needs doing. So go and check him out. I mean, his stuff is fascinating. Check him out on YouTube and Instagram, because I'm sure he'll be doing plenty of updates there. And he's been liaising with East Birmingham Triumph to kind of host this unveiling of the bike on the morning of the DGR. So I'll actually be doing the DGR ride on my Triumph Bonneville. Doesn't seem real. I owe Joe, I know you've all been saying it, but it's true. I owe Joe a lot for taking on my bike and hopefully being able to get it back from the dead to a position not just where it runs, but where it's actually better than new in many respects. So here it is, Project 83. Got a bit confused initially because the shop is still here, the other side of the road. That's the shop that I remember from last time. That is open till 6 o'clock, but this is the brand new section. So this is where they do bike nights every Thursday night from about April all the way through to September, and then they have shows, bands, other things like that. It's such a good lineup. There's Connor there with his Cub. I mean, look at the lineup. So you've got everything from a Cub, an Indian, a Yamaha, custom Harleys. Let's have a look at a couple of these. Beautiful selection. And look at that one. Yamaha. Just the quality of these is brilliant, and look at that one. I mean, I couldn't begin to understand what engines they are, but they are two incredible looking customs. I've never seen anything like this one, and it's even got a single-sided swing arm on the back. Coming through, I was allowed to park the Harley inside, so there are about 10 bikes inside, Harley's in there. And this is where the band is at the back. I think there was a band night about 3 days ago. Fat Bob parked up. Everything from adventure bikes to customs to Suzuki Bandits, and even a Honda VFR. Scrambler in the background there. Food, coffee. Rich over there, tables, and I think around here there's an extra section as well. Sofas, tables, custom Kawasaki. Oh, it's brilliant. I love stuff like this. So I'll enjoy myself for the next hour or so, and then I'll catch back up with you all after that. Oh, that was amazing. Such good fun. Just left about 10 minutes ago. 40 minutes to home. It's 10 to 9. And I've got the last few minutes of daylight. And I forgot to put my neck warmer on. I can make it without the waterproofs, but not without the neck warmer. Feels like it's dropped about 5 degrees in the past 5 minutes. Just country lanes ahead of me to get from the north coast of Cornwall all the way to the south coast. Feels like a mini adventure in itself. Good morning. It's the following morning. I completely forgot to wrap up the video yesterday. So we're on our daily dog walk with Basil. Yesterday was excellent. I mean, what a great way to spend an evening after work than just hanging out, really interesting people, chatting about bikes, seeing everyone else's pride and joys. It's amazing. I'll put all of the details in the written description, but that is Biker Night every Thursday, run by Project 83, which is the cafe opposite and biker shop. And Project 83 itself, the cafe, is open until 6 p.m. and this bike night, literally the other side of the road, where they have mechanics courses, live bands and things like that. And on top of all of that, they have the bike nights on Thursday. So if you're ever in the Cornwall area, I highly, highly recommend it. It's brilliant fun. I'll wrap it up there. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along for this video. Have a brilliant week all, and I'll see you all in the next one.